bubblegum paper, and today's my birthday. Yesterday was my brother's, and today's mine. I'm featuring products from Lawn Fawn in today's card, and I just wanted to say thank you all for celebrating with me, and just thank you for supporting me during this entire YouTube journey. I've had so much fun. Here's a close-up of what my birthday card looks like, and let's get started. The products I'm using today from Lawn Fawn are the Life is Good stamp set, the Ready Set Snow shaker add-on, and the stripy backdrop dies. Now the first thing I'm going to do is take some distress ink and I'm going to ink up this background. So I'm using pretty light colors, spun sugar, tumbled glass, and milled lavender. And I'm going to start with the pink, and I actually started in the wrong corner, so I'm going in and redoing that. But I'm starting with the pink, and then I'll go into the blue, and I was hoping that the pink and the blue would kind of combine and make a purple, but it was just taking forever for the two colors to meet, so I cheated a little and took my milled lavender and I just put some purple in the center and on the edges. So originally I was going to go with a full like diagonal stripe pattern, but afterwards I just started putting color everywhere, and I figured, you know, it's going to have this sort of flowy, fairy, princessy theme to it, so I figured it didn't really matter where the colors were. So once I'm done with all the coloring, I'm going to take this little mini mister bottle, and I'm taking some water and just sprinkling some water droplets over the distress ink. And distress ink reacts with water, so you'll see like little water spots start to form. And then I'm going to take a tissue and just like blot that out so it dries. Next, I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink to do my stamping. And I'm stamping the sand castle a couple times. I'm only using it once. And then I'm going to stamp the palm tree and the flags. And I wasn't sure how many flags I wanted to use, so I stamped those a couple times as well. In the end, I only use one castle, one palm tree, and one flag. Now every year for my birthday, I either go to Disneyland or I go to Hawaii, or if it's a good year, I'll go to both locations. However, this year, because I just had surgery, I actually can't travel very far, and I can't go to Disneyland and go on all those fun rides because it would just hurt too much. So instead, I'm going to think of Disneyland and think of Hawaii and place both of them into a snow globe so I can shake it up and make my dreams come true. When I was a kid, I loved snow globes, like loved snow globes. I had all those cheap little plastic ones. Actually, they weren't too cheap, but those little plastic ones that you would get as souvenirs from all the gift shops. So I had ones from like Montreal and New York and DC and Florida, and I just had all of these snow globes, and I would shake them up and make a wish and, you know, pretend it was snowing, even though I lived in Massachusetts and probably really was snowing outside. So anyhow, I thought I would incorporate all of my favorites, Disneyland, Hawaii, and snow globes, into my card. Okay, anyhow, so I am going to finish up the coloring here, and then I'm going to move into die cutting. First, I'm going to take the coordinating dies, and I'm just die cutting that out. And then I'm going to take that stripy backdrop die, and I'm cutting it out of the distress ink background first, and then I'm going to cut it out of some plain white cardstock as well. And then I plan to use my jigsaw puzzle technique and stick the stripy, colorful pieces into the main white template frame. Next, I'm going to cut out a couple snow globes. Now, I didn't know what color I wanted my snow globe to be, so I contemplated stars for Disneyland. Then I also contemplated pink because I love pink so much. So I ended up cutting the stars, the pink, and some white because I considered maybe coloring it as well. So first I'm taking the background white piece, and I'm using the same tumbled glass distress ink, and I'm just inking up a background, kind of like a sky background, but very, very light. And then I'm taking a standard A2 size card base and folding that in half, and I'm using tons of adhesive tape runner, just covering that entire front. And then I'll place the white stripy backdrop on the card front first. And then this is the fun part. So I take all these different stripes, and at first I was like, oh no, am I going to know what order they go in? But eventually I do figure it out. So I'm going to take all of these stripes and just place them straight into the little holes in the frame. And this is so much fun. This die cut inlay stuff is so much fun. It's like jigsaw puzzling. So I'm going to place all of these down, and then I'm going to play with the snow globe and figure out how I want the scene inside the snow globe to look. And that takes me a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is set this to some music so you can watch me fumble around and put the scene together, and then I'll be back at the end. Now, because this is a shaker card, I'm going to double up my foam adhesive, and I've taken the top and the bottom backing off of this foam, which allows me to run it along the edges of the snow globe in a circular fashion. This again was a tip from one of my YouTube subscribers, so thank you again, Bo. And now I'm taking some of the powder tool, and I'm just running that on the inside so my sequins don't stick to the adhesive. So I'm sprinkling in 2 different sizes of clear sequins from Pretty Pink Posh, and then I'm also adding this assortment of like Happy Glitter. I don't actually know what the name of it is, but it's from Simon Says Stamp. Then I'm attaching the background and using some tape runner adhesive and just placing the snow globe right in the center of my card, and I play with the placement a little. Then as I was looking at the card, I felt like the front still needed something. I thought about snowflakes, but then it doesn't really snow out here in California. So I just took this white pen and I added some shadow effects to the letters. It's pretty minor. You can see it better in person, but I just did that to add a little bit more color to the front. So here are 2 close-ups of what my finished birthday card looks like. I've had so much fun today, and I'm looking forward to a fun, happy, healthy year ahead. Thank you all so much for watching, and here are 2 other shaker cards I made, both birthday cards. The one on the left is from my friend Gloria, the one on the right from my friend Teresa. You can follow me on social media at Bubblegum Paper or visit my blog at bubblegumpaper.com for more project ideas. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!